if I traded it.
Welcome to the show, everyone. As you all know, well, you're learning now because I'm on my new time now, that I made it possible for everybody to talk about themselves on the radio right here. That's what we're doing here with everyone. And we are live on Facebook. So I want to say hi to everybody out there. Like us and follow us. We're going to be sharing the show afterwards. I'm going to go in right away with my first guest because we have some really important and good things to talk about. And listen up, everyone, because you might be, it might be you that might need something like this, or maybe you know someone. That's what networking's all about. Let's tell them all about it. My first guest is Matt Russell. He's been on with me, I don't know, maybe a year now at least, several times. I have with me Matt Russell, and he's the owner of Wellphora. Welcome to the show. Tell everybody a little bit about yourself, because when I say Wellphora, those are your products, but you are the owner of the laboratory that makes your products. Tell everybody a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, thanks for having me on, Carol. Yeah, I'm glad we're here. New time. That's kind of exciting, right?
I know,
we got the lunchtime crowd. Yeah, so I own and operate. I'm the lab director of Novus Labs, and Novus Labs is a CBD manufacturing company. So we do contract manufacturing, but we produce some of our own products also. And so Wellphora is our big brand. It's our, the one that's really nationwide. It's across the country. It is everywhere in Arizona, and it's been a really, really popular, solution to a lot of people's issues that they're having.
Well, we've been having a little issues with it lately too.
Yeah, we have.
And there's a lot has gone on because it has exploded in everywhere. But what I mean by it is exploded. So many people are getting into it, but now there's some rules and regulations, and we almost could not even talk about it here on the air because they've tightened up on it. But there's a reason why you can, because you went through everything. Tell them what you did and what you've done and why you can.
We spent the last year here and other places educating people, and that's really the basis of what Novus Labs does, is we bring education to the cannabis industry, specifically about CBD, because when people hear cannabis, they automatically assume marijuana. They think about getting high. They think about maybe things that they're not interested in. But then they hear about CBD, and then the word cannabis is attached to it, and they kind of hear that, and it might scare people away without really having some good information about it. And so that actually went on here. So we went as long as we were on the air, and then we got the phone call that said, hey, new regulations from the FCC, and no more. We can't do that anymore because CBD...
And I was bummed out.
Yeah, CBD is a cannabis product. And so part of our education, we talk about, cannabis being a type of plant. And so within that type of plant, there's 400 plus different varieties. And I always compare that to breeds of dogs. And so, you can look at any dog, no matter what breed it is, and say that's a dog. Well, cannabis is similar in the fact that there's similar traits about cannabis. And one plant is marijuana of 400. One plant is hemp of 400 different varieties. They have very huge differences, and they have some similarities. And so CBD is the prolific chemical, the very medical grade chemical that comes from hemp plants. And so that plant has no psychoactive capabilities in CBD, whereas THC has medical benefits. We see medical dispensaries, things like that have come about, but it also gives you a high. It has psychoactive properties to it. So we're out there to educate people and let them know what CBD is all about, and we had to do that very thing here with KFNX.
Right.
And that came right down to talking with the owner of the radio station. Mm-hmm. And the education that came into that was really outstanding, because they came with some concerns, and we addressed those concerns and said, hey, I agree with what you're saying based on these regulations, but here's what we're doing about that, and here's why it is legal, and here's what the federal regulators say. And they took that back to the legal team here and came back and said, wow, we just didn't know what we didn't know. And it's been fantastic to be able to even come here and educate even the ownership of the radio station and really influence and change the minds of people that might have shut it out, what something could really be beneficial to them.
Now, your product, which you created and make your own self where you are, is your laboratory here.
Yes.
You have so many of them. I mean, skincare, pain relief, pet care, everything. I use your lotion that you gave me the last time you were here, and I love it. And tell them a little bit about the product and what's in it, because each one of them are different, but the TH level is like nothing, right?
Right. So to be a legal product, it had to be below 0.3% THC. Mm-hmm. Now, in a CBD product, the highest quality CBD products actually contain THC, which is the psychoactive chemical of marijuana. Mm-hmm. But it's such low trace amounts that really all it's doing is activating your receptors, but you don't have any high. There's not even a possibility of it. So, it's one of those things that you have to make sure you know what you're getting, because there are products out there on the market that test higher than those and claim that they don't, and have different issues that come along with that. Regulation issues and maybe employment issues and different other factors. So we build multiple brands within our facility. Wellphora is by far the premium brand. We call it, it's the Rolls Royce of CBD, and you can't really do much higher than it. And so we kind of educate as to why that is and what goes into a quality product. And I think that's the difference that we bring to the table. And like you said, there's so many different types of products, from topicals to sublinguals to, sprays,
gummies,
rubs, gummies, capsules. And so we break it down for people during these educational seminars and say, this is how it works, this is why it works, this is what works best, this is what works intermediate, and here's the quality levels of how you get to that. And, we compare it to dogs, we compare it to cars, we compare it to different things that people are very familiar with, so they can go, I relate to that. I understand that maybe, Kia does not compare to a Corvette on a
No, it
performance
doesn't.
level. But still, they can both work for you because they're
Right.
transportation. They get you to point A to
Exactly.
point B. It's just what level are you looking for and what kind of performance are you looking to get out of your
But
products.
when you're talking about something that you're going to put on your body, or you're going to take sublingually, or if that's how you say that,
Yeah.
and you want to make sure that you are taking the quality, the best quality that you can, and your product is that.
Yeah, there's a huge price difference from top to bottom. Maybe not in the retail marketplace, because you can take a very, very cheaply manufactured product at a low quality and low performance rate and charge the same price as a very quality product, and the consumer may not know the difference. And with good marketing, they may never know the difference. And so, we're here to kind of spread what goes into that, and that's one of the things Wellphora brings with being 100% organic. It's unflavored. There's reasons that it's flavored. There's reasons that they use inferior products, outside of the cost, and then you have to make up for it with other things like flavorings and
you got to be
factors.
careful. It's everywhere right now, and you don't even know what you're getting out there. Just don't buy it at the gas station, please.
Gas station
or your
sushi,
local.
not a good idea.
Yeah.
Gas station CBD, well, you're taking your chances,
You're taking the big chances. Now, I'm going to just do this right on the air. You
Okay.
have no choice of it. If it's okay with you, we're going to do a giveaway, okay?
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah,
Enter it,
absolutely.
everybody, because I'm using it now. I absolutely love it for my hands. And you can put this anywhere, though, anywhere on your body, right?
Yeah, we really tell people, like, after your shower, that's when your pores are open. That's the greatest time to put it on. Most people put lotion on right after the shower anyway, so that's our 16.5-ounce full-body moisturizing lotion. It's CBD
It's
infused.
organic daily moisturizing lotion. I love it. Our number here, 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. And I'm going to let everyone call throughout the rest of the show to get entered in to win something that in no way does it get you high in any way, shape, or form. I'm firsthand to say, because I use it. And what I want to say, too, is I know we're going to talk about love in a little bit, but we're going to just bring it up. It's Valentine's Day this weekend, so what a great thing. Maybe you want to give it to your honey or whoever you want to do something like this with. Give it to them, or maybe even rub it on their back. The number to call here is 602-277-5369, and toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. You want to check them out on their website. It's made here in Phoenix. That's another thing I want to talk real quickly.
Yeah, so our manufacturing facility is right here in Phoenix.
It's local.
That's right. So we're also in farmers markets. We pretty much are in every farmers market everywhere. We're in over 80 farmers markets a month. You can find Wellphora anywhere, really. I mean, it's fantastic. We're starting a new farmers market this weekend. Another exclusive CBD vendor at this market is the Downtown Community Phoenix Market. So we'll be there starting on Saturday.
And when we go to a break, we're going to come back and talk further about that. You want to check them out on their website. It's Wellphora, and it's PHORA.com. You can also check them out there, and they ship nationwide, right? Also, you know what they do? A 30-day money-back guarantee, but nobody ever returns it. It's an awesome product. Call in here, get entered in to win. This is the Organic Daily Moisturizing Lotion. I use it, and I love it. The number to call here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. Check them out. It's Wellphora.com. Welcome back, everyone. We are talking with Matt Russell. He's the owner of Wellphora, and we've been talking about his product here, the CBD lotions and potions and skincare, pain relief, that you have everything that is top-notch, top quality. Tell them why it's a full spectrum and what that means.
So full spectrum means it's whole plant. So the oils are extracted from the plant, and that's where the cannabinoids live. And the cannabinoids are your CBDs, your THCs. There's 120-ish. They say between 113, 123 something. They're identifying new ones constantly that have effects on your body. And those cannabinoids are what make a cannabis plant. A cannabis plant is having cannabinoids or chemicals in there. And so having all those different chemicals reacting together in your body, you already have an endocannabinoid system in your body. It's already operational. Your body already produces cannabinoids at very low levels. So this is basically supplementing that system. That system is responsible for homeostasis in your body. So having something that has a whole bunch of cannabinoids versus just one, CBD molecule or one particular one, it's much more beneficial, and you'll see, a potentiated effect. In the business, it's called the entourage effect, where everything works together.
I love the product, and right now we've got our lines open here for everyone to get entered in to win. This is their organic daily moisturizing lotion. It's a 16.5 fluid ounce bottle, and everyone's getting entered in to win. Our number here is 602-277-5369, and toll free it's 1-866-536-1100. Maybe you want to just try it for yourself. Maybe you want to give it to somebody for Valentine's Day. You want to check them out on their website. It's Wellphora, and that's well and then PHORA.com. They ship nationwide, and there's
free shipping.
It's free shipping. Yeah. I wanted to say
and,
that
people always ask us, hey, how do I get it? How do I get it right now? Do you have a store? We don't have a store. We are the manufacturer. We distribute and wholesale.
Right.
But we do have retail partners, and I wanted to just real quickly, we had several come on just this week, the last 2 days. So we have Well Adjusted Chiropractic at Pinnacle Peak east of Pima. We have Women's Health and Wellness Care Center at Northside and T-Bird east of Hayden. We have Blue Bliss CBD Dispensary at 103rd Avenue just south of Grand and Sun City. Cactus and Copper Boutique, 59th Avenue and Bell Road. We have all these locations and retail partners all over the state, all over the valley, actually all over the country now. A lot of the locations only sell CBD. A lot of the CBD stores only sell products from Novus Labs because we have, like we talked about, good, better, and best. We have different brands, Wellphora being the highest quality brand. And so farmers markets is another great way in Arizona to really get your hands on our products. We have farmers markets every single day of the week. Saturdays, it's everywhere. We have Gilbert, Old Town Scottsdale, North Scottsdale.
Do you go to all of them?
I don't work all of them, but I fill in at markets, and I also go out there and we kind of joke around. We go shaking hands and kissing babies.
That's awesome.
We go out there and just support our vendors.
Right.
And there's always people that have very specific questions, and when we're there, we're able to answer really specific needs. Our vendors go through a 4-week training program before they're allowed to actually be a vendor because they're super educated. They can answer just about every question, and if they can't, they'll call me on the phone with a customer, and we'll get to the bottom of whatever their issues are.
It's local. It's made right here in Phoenix, and they offer a full 30-day money-back guarantee, but no one ever returns it. It's a great product to try. It's the top-of-the-line Cadillac version of CBD, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, we've got our lines open here again. Our number here is 602-277-5369. Toll-free, it's 1-866-536-1100. I want to talk about the product for a second because this one that I use, I love the product, this lotion, because it's not oily in any way, greasy. You know that feeling when sometimes you put on lotion and then you can't wait to take it off? It's nothing like that at all. It feels non-greasy completely. I can put it on and go and start right away, whatever I need to do.
And I think it goes with saying in the topical line, because of what that lotion is, it's a great lotion. It's a great moisturizer. It works fantastic. It is not something that works well for, say, pain. It's not for that.
We
have a pain cream that is one of our very top sellers in the entire country. We have lots of big companies coming to us just for that product to white label it for their own self and put their own labels on it, because our pain cream is something that has really kind of revolutionized the industry of topicals.
And I want to talk about that in a second, but I want to say that this lotion here, the CBD, they're also finding that it is great for wrinkles. I mean, a lot of anti-aging now. They're learning so much every day about it. We've got our lines open here, 602-277-5369. Talk about your pain cream and this one here, the top of the line, the tincture.
Yeah, so all CBD products in general, the very best way to take them is sublingually. That's across the board. That can be argued that there's other ways to take it, like vaping it, but we know that vaping's not safe. So would you get more efficacy that way? Yes, you would, but now you're taking your health in danger. The very best way would be injecting it. We don't advocate anybody inject anything into their body. So the next one after that is sublingual. So this is how we tell everybody. Sublingual is where it's at. You can supplement the sublingual method of CBD with the topical method, with the gummies, with the capsules. But even those ways, they go through your digestive system. They get scrubbed through your hepatic system in your liver before it enters your bloodstream. So it's a little bit of a reduced effect that way comparatively to the sublingual method.
Well, I'll tell you something. If you're dealing with any type of pain, trying something like this it's safe, right?
Absolutely.
It's 100% safe.
Yes.
So it's not something that is going to hurt you. You're not going to get high off of it in any way.
You can't overdose on it, right? I mean, there's so many good things about it.
But you also have different types, and I think what I like about you is that you will educate your customer when they call you to what they need to take, how much they need to take. If you go buy that anywhere else, they're not doing that with you.
They don't know. And so our website, we've really built it as an authority so that you can go there and get your questions answered. If you go to our website and you don't get your questions answered either through our FAQ page or just through reading through our materials on there, you can call us, you can email us. We have somebody that's going to take care of your specific need and match you to the right product. And we do that because, one, we want it to work for you. And two, we have a money-back guarantee. And if we don't put you in the right product and you say, well, this didn't work for me.
How would you know?
Yeah, I mean, and we tell people, like, if you have a crushing headache and you take a children's Tylenol, it would be easy to come to the conclusion that Tylenol does not work for headaches. But in fact, it's great for headaches, right? CBD is the same way. It's dose-dependent. If you're not taking the right dose, you may not get the effect that you're trying to achieve. And so we educate people to get in the right product.
Check them out. It's Wellphora, well, and then PHORA.com. And you can check out all the information. They've got a plethora of questions there that they'll, like a question and answer on that website so that you can find out.
Yeah, these are actual customers sent us, emailed us questions. We took those, redacted the information that made it personal, and we put the answers that we give them back on our website. So a lot of people have the same questions, surprisingly, right?
I'm sure. Now, let's talk about this weekend. You've got a new farmers market that you're going to be at.
So new farmers market, and this weekend is Valentine's Day Friday, and so we kind of joked at the break here is that we're here talking about some controversial stuff on a fairly conservative
people talking about some controversial things.
Here we are
now we're going to talk about sex,
and now we're talking about sex, right? So everybody has some experience with it. Some people have the PTSD of finding out that their parents actually enjoyed this activity. I mean, there's all kinds of things that
well, they've had to if they were born.
So one of the things that CBD does really well is it regulates the hormones in your body. And so as women age and they hit menopause, there's a disconnect sometimes with libido and also having issues as far as painful intercourse and different things like that. And so we have gotten so much feedback from our customers that literally use CBD only for sexual pleasure gratification, everything from using it as a lubricant to also taking it to increase the libido. But there's all kinds of factors that go into that. But it's one of those things that if you have some of these issues, that's maybe somebody you should talk to in our company and find out what the right product might be for you. And this is something that might help you. And with Valentine's Day coming up, I thought that was the first time we've ever
start off with the lotion,
that.
at least for that. And you know what? Listen, I think everybody is learning a little bit more about CBD on a daily basis, but you cannot get any more educated than through them. There's no way that there's anyone that knows more than you do.
And so what we've been doing lately has been a really successful campaign for us. We go out and we go into retirement communities. We go into all different places that have like a clubhouse or a meeting place. We're actually talking with Arizona Broadway Theater about doing some educational seminars there. And we're going to bring people in, and it's free. Just show up, and we will educate you and sample products and show you what CBD can do for you, just as free education, because there's so much bad information out there that it's hard to decipher. If you're not in the industry, you don't know good from bad. When somebody tells you, you just have to take them at their word. But our stuff's backed by research. It's backed with education. It's backed by the manufacturers of these products.
And when you ship out your product, there's something that they have that has on the bottle. They know exactly where it came from. What was that?
Yeah, so we have QR codes on all of our packaging. So you can, download your QR code scanner, and when you scan that, it's going to take you right to a landing page that has the most current lab reports. Lab reports are huge. If you don't have good lab reports or a company can't produce lab reports, they are not a reputable company. This is a standard of the industry. But the problem is that people can't read lab reports. They don't know what they're reading. So I've seen all kinds of lab reports that weren't even for the products that they were selling. And I'd bring it to the owner's attention, and they'd go, I don't care. And it's just it's a sad thing out there that we're really trying to overcome what people are dealing with.
So real quickly, this weekend you're going to be where?
We're going to be all over the valley. Every farmer's market in town on Saturday.
And then also, don't forget, if maybe you have a retirement home that you want to bring some people together.
Yeah. Give us a call. We'll come out, set up a time, and we'll do 50 people, we'll do 100 people. We'll just put out flyers for it, and you guys can come and we'll do it, about an hour-long presentation, 40 minutes to an hour, depending on how many questions there are at the end. And it really we've gotten such great feedback. People are super excited to
Everybody
invite more
wants to
people.
know about it. We've got our lines open here. We're going to keep the lines open throughout the rest of the show for everybody to get entered in to win. This is it's a 16.5 fluid ounce bottle of their organic daily moisturizing lotion. I use it. I love it. Our number here, 602-277-5369. It's Wellphora.com.